When I was in 5th grade, I was a big superstar around town at the local YMCA football team. Can you imagine that, 5th grade superstar? Doesn't even go together, but where I'm from, they really praise football. And in 6th grade, my mom decided to move. She was going through a divorce, and we were living in Florida at the time, and we moved back to Georgia, where I was originally born. And my mom told me we were moving, I cried. I cried, and I cried because I didn't want to start over. I had already had this amount of success when I was in Florida, so moving to Georgia crushed me. I knew I would have to start over. I told my mom I don't want to leave because nobody will know me, and I'll start over. My mom said, son, it doesn't matter where you're from. If it's meant for you, you can go accomplish it. And I was in 5th grade, so her saying that meant nothing to me. I just kept crying. But I was right. I was absolutely right. I got to Georgia, went out for the 6th grade football team. Nobody knew who I was. I sat on the bench, picking at grass. I even ate a little bit of it, but I was bored. So one day I came home. I told my mom I'm quitting football. I don't want to play. It's not fun anymore. My mom looked at me. She said, follow me to the kitchen. I said, wait a minute now. I told you I don't want to play football anymore. I'm not hungry. Why are we going to the kitchen? My mom said, follow me to the kitchen. And you know, if your mom tells you something twice, you might want to do it because the third time won't be that good. So I followed my mom to the kitchen. I sat at the table, and I watched her go to the cabinet and take out 3 pots, filled each pot with water, put it on the stove, turn the stove on, the water begins to boil. Now I'm still sitting at the table thinking my mom has completely lost it because I told her I want to quit football. This is a tragic moment in my life, and she's trying to make me food. I'm not hungry. My mom goes to the refrigerator, takes out a carrot, puts it into the first pot, goes back to the refrigerator, takes out an egg, puts it into the second pot, and goes to the cabinet, takes coffee beans, and pour it into the third pot. And we sit there for 20 minutes in silence as I continue to rattle my mind around what my mom is doing, kind of like some of you are looking at me right now. Like, where is this going? After 20 minutes, my mom got up, went to the cabinet, pulled out 3 bowls, sat them right in front of me. She went to the first pot of boiling water, took the carrot out, put it into the first bowl. She went back to the second pot, took the egg out, put it into the second bowl. Then she took the third pot and poured the coffee into the third bowl. My mom said, Malcolm, what do you see? That's simple enough. If this is a question on the final, I'm sure everybody get it right. I saw carrot, egg, and coffee. My mom said, wrong answer, look deeper. I scratched my head. I squinted my eyes at my mom. I said, I don't understand. She said, let me explain it to you. She said, once I took the carrot out of the refrigerator, it was firm and hard. I put it into the boiling water, and it became soft. The egg was fragile. I drop it, I put it into the boiling water, something tough for it to face, a challenge, and it became hard. But the coffee beans did something special. My mom said, in life, you will face challenges. You have 3 options. You can be like the carrot and go from hard to soft. You can be like the egg and go from soft to hard. Or you can be special, like the coffee beans. Because the coffee beans didn't allow the water to change it. It changed the water. Thank you. I beg you to be the coffee beans and give yourself the best opportunity to reach your goals. When times get tough, remember today, because today is an example of you getting through all the challenges you've had to get through to this point. I look forward to seeing all of you at the top of the mountain. Thank you.